41 years ago, an event took place that is still being discussed around the world. The public is wondering whether it was possible to predict the tragic outcome of this story in advance. We are talking about the wedding of Prince Charles and Diana Spencer. Diana and Charles met when she was still a teenager, and the prince was dating her older sister Sarah. And everything would be predictable, and an affair could easily turn into a serious relationship if not for Sarah's fickle nature. She didn't care to be married, so this option became absolutely unacceptable for the royal family. A few years later, the choice fell on Diana. She seemed to be a more suitable person. However, everyone knew that Charles preferred different types of girls. At the insistence of their parents, after only 12 dates, the couple got engaged, and after 6 months of serious preparation, a pompous wedding took place at St. Paul's Cathedral. The newlyweds were welcomed by more than 600,000 people along their route. The official ceremony was attended by 3,500 guests, including a large royal family. It was broadcast to the whole world, and more than 750 million people gathered by their TV sets. Despite the enormity of the event, the marriage became a burden for both spouses. It is known that the prince was secretly in love with Camilla Parker Bowles and cried all night on the eve of the wedding ceremony. Like any bride, Diana was no less nervous. She decided to lose weight for the celebration and literally tortured herself with a diet. As a result, her waist was significantly reduced, and the wedding dress had to be taken in right on the eve of the wedding. The wedding outfit has been the subject of numerous discussions. Its designers were Elizabeth and David Emanuel. Adhering to the traditional style, they used lace from the 19th century and sewed a small golden horseshoe with diamonds into the hem for good luck. The 25-foot elaborate train of the dress became the longest in the history of royal weddings. The problem was the taffeta that the designers chose for the bride's magnificent dress. Diana tried to straighten the heavily wrinkled fabric on the way to the altar, but in vain. In the last minutes before going out, the girl wanted to compliment her image with her favorite perfume fragrance, but she could not hold the bottle and spilled almost all of its contents on the wedding dress. On the advice of the makeup artist, Diana tried to hide the stain by holding the dress as if she was afraid of falling. As if predicting her fate, the future princess excluded from her oath the traditional words about obeying her husband. She did it intentionally, and her example was followed in the future by Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle. Another departure from the prim's ceremonial traditions was the choice of an engagement ring. The gorgeous ring with a huge sapphire and 14 diamonds was not custom-made, as it was usually done in the palace. Diana chose it from the Gerard catalog because the jewel reminded her of her mother's engagement ring. Diana was also unlucky with her health on this significant day. A splitting headache haunted the bride throughout the ceremony. It was intensified by the heavy tiara of the Spencers, which was slipping. Small children are often invited to such events, who very nicely decorate the ceremony with their presents. At the wedding of Charles and Diana, Winston Churchill's little granddaughter fell and threw a real tantrum. Others had to calm her down for quite a long time. All these nuances could be called harbingers of an unhappy marriage if the newlyweds paid attention to them in advance. Every awkward situation during the wedding seemed to hint that the result of the pompous ceremony would be a tragedy that would affect not only the newlyweds themselves, but also their sons. The death of Princess Diana is still mourned by millions of people around the world. Do you believe that the fate of the princess could have turned out differently? If you liked the video, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything interesting.